Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm Rachel Chamness. I am a shamanic channel and mentor. You'll find me at soundwavesheal.com. And if you're watching on my I Love Fairies, Fae and Elementals page or my YouTube page, I love it. Of course, I'm live with FindMeAMedium on their pages as well. And so you definitely want to check that out. If you're on my page and if you're on the Find a Medium page, I'd love for you to find me on all platforms at Sound Waves Heal to allow me to see your name for these healings and readings. You'll have to give StreamYard approval if you're in a Facebook group. And I come on every Thursday. Hi, Alex. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Pamela from Chicago. And hi, Facebook user. You have to use the link. Same with you, Pamela. I have my own Fae Elemental Oracle deck. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Myra. And you see it on the screen, but this is it. You can find it in metaphysical stores in the US. You can find it on Amazon, and you can find it on my webpage. And I would love it if you would support me in this way. You'll find these cards to be just wonderful for, here we go, put it on the bottom. There's the link for where it is on my page. You'll find these cards to be really great for learning to use oracle cards. They are the kind of oracle cards that will really show you how you can use them. So the booklet will teach you how to use them, but then the practice of it, these beings come forward. In each card there is a being. It's not just about the purpose of the card, but these beings come forward to be channeled, and they helped me channel this whole book so that they could come out into the world and help you. So if you're an advanced channeler, that you can channel them very easily. This might be the first Fae being that you channel. If you're already advanced past that, then you'll just really enjoy it. And if you're really a beginner and you want to learn channeling, that's what I teach in all levels. And you can begin by using this deck. And it's also made so that you can really answer any question for as a reader or as a qualifier. There's a great qualifying deck. So, oh, you're welcome, Myra. Oh, good morning. Okay, so today, yes, we're going to do 2 cards today. I've been doing this a while, so we are to S. So today we're doing, let's see, where's the right little page here? The Gremlin. So Gremlin's really fun. Gremlins get a bad rap because the movie, you know. So this is Jump Ash. He's a gremlin, and that's not what he looks like. It's very hard to describe gremlins to an artist, but it's close. He's a little bit froggy, a little bit dog-eared, so it's similar. And anyway, what do gremlins do? They help you. They help you with all kinds of things. So in the booklet, I'll talk a little bit about all 37 elementals that are in here. And so I'll read the booklet and I'll tell you a little bit more that I've learned since then. You will hardly ever see these creatures, even with your third eye. Their work is related to garden gnomes in that they help you with your outdoor physical space. They just enjoy doing simple work, so call on them if you need help with some of your lawn or garden equipment or with a garden pest that's eating your flowers. So that's very true, but we found out since then they also help you with electronics, with EMFs, like electromagnetic frequencies in your home, which you should definitely mitigate for your own health. And they help you with broken things, like if this comes up in a reading, it's usually about you need a specialist. Like don't try to do the plumbing yourself, or sometimes it's like a website. Don't make your own website. This is coming up because in the end, you're going to need a specialist. So you might as well call one now. Sometimes it's about if you're a healer and you have something that you're trying to heal from yourself, like that's not just the normal things that we heal, like shadow work, but like an attachment or something, and you're unable to do it. Then this is saying, get a specialist, get someone to really help you. Or maybe it's something like a therapist. I mean, this can come up for all kinds of things, the card itself, but that's what gremlins help with. And then there's a channeled message. Jumpuck says, you could not possibly be an expert on everything. Isn't that true? Your message today is that you will need an expert to help you out this time with some professional advice and support. If you have several to choose from, write down their names and spend time checking into your heart for each name one by one and choose the one that feels most aligned. All right, now let me share the screen for the second card, and then we'll start with readings. If anyone gets one of these cards today, you'll get a little bonus. I'll give you a healing to go with the card. So, and there's one card in here that the past life clearing. If you get that, I'll give you a little past life clearing. So I'm a healer and I teach others to channel healing and messages in the shamanic and multidimensional realms by speaking with high dimensional helpers and guides. And Fae and Elementals are one type of these guides, and they're very helpful and they're really beautiful. Okay, so stop and rest. This is the Shatalda card. Shatalda is an ice mermaid. Some of them have horns. Sure, this is the first one I'd ever seen with a horn, to be honest. With a unicorn horn. I had not seen that before, but it's there. So ice mermaids are Arctic mermaids. They work with the white light from the star Polaris, along with many other Arctic elemental beings. Ice mermaids can help you heal old wounds and find new purpose in what you've experienced. Shatalda is the first one I've met with a horn coming from her third eye. If you want to learn more about Polaris beings, you can check out my YouTube page at Soundwaves Heal or my blog at soundwavesheal.com. This is one of the beings that I've brought forth for my monthly membership, which is for light workers, where we connect to, meet, learn about, and get healed from, and sometimes even receive healing modalities from beings of the light every month. And there's like 60 plus programs. It's an amazing mystery school of light beings. So her message is: circling thoughts or patterns distressing you are signaling that you need to stop what you're focusing on or doing and do something else for a while. A fresh look or a fresh start may be needed. A habit may need release. Rest or recharge your energy for a while. Now, of course, if you read cards, you know that the card may say one thing, but you may get an impulse that it means something else in this case. And so you'll hear me bringing these forward, and I will be saying not always the same thing. So though I do make sure that we don't pull the same card twice, in this, by shuffling the cards, asking them to be in perfect order. If any of you read cards, do you ever do this? It saves time, and then I'm able to do like 40 readings or so. And so keep commenting so I can see your comments if I haven't gotten to you as we go through this hour, because I really see the last 10 and I'm live in 5 places. So that really helps me, especially if you're on, a less busy channel like YouTube. Okay, if you get any of these 2 cards or the past life clearing, I will do a clearing. And at the end, I'm going to do a group card and a group clearing for anyone who doesn't make it or doesn't get read. Okay, although I'll try to read you all. Spirit's in charge though, for sure. Okay, this person, you'll have to go to facebook.com/StreamYard, and that will help me see you, or you have to say your name. Okay, lady, you're first. Oh, look, you got stop and rest. So we just talked about this card, circling thoughts, or just like trying to figure out a problem that's coming up for you. It's like you're thinking, you just can't stop thinking, like, what if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do it this way? What if I do it that way? I don't know which one to choose. Which one's the best one for me? They're like, you just need to stop for a second, take a deep breath, and really check in later. So ask for a sign, stop the thinking. If it helps, if you have a little anxiety about forgetting, you can take a piece of paper, write down a few things that you're worried about, fold it up or put it away. Maybe it's in your journal, close the journal. Ask for a sign from your spirit guides, ask for a sign from angels and fae beings. You have to ask, and they will help you out, okay? I'm going to give you a healing for that. So I use liquid Reiki shamanic healing. I was an opera singer, so I use mostly toning. But the way that I teach is with all kinds. You can sing or use art, dance, drums, speaking. There's all kinds of ways to use light language, which is a big part of liquid Reiki shamanic healing. So this healing is for you to just quiet the mind a little bit. All right. When I channel healing, I do channel it from the being. So that was Shatalda bringing a healing for you for calming the mind, and also anyone else who needed just a little help with anxiety. That should have helped you as well. Okay. All right. Janet, they're calling you next. You got self-employment. Chardash, the dragon, steps 4 saying you have the keys to your own self-employment. Are you already self-employed, or are you retired? Or tell me if this sounds weird for where you are right now. But basically what they're showing me is that there's something that you're supposed to create and bring forward in the world that's your own. So it's your own. It's not something you do for someone else. It's not, it could be your own version of someone else's work, like people do Dolores Cannon's version, a version of their own of Dolores Cannon's work. Or when I teach people how to do liquid Reiki shamanic healing, they do their own version of that, whatever comes forward to them. So that could be what it is. But there's something that you're supposed to create. And it seems very, it comes from your spirit guides and things for you to help you, but it also is like coming from your mind. So I don't see it coming from your hands. You're not making it with your hands, but it's something that you're thinking about and bringing forward to the world. And as far as self-employment goes, I'm not sure if it's a full-time job, it's a hobby, but it is something that's all your own. That's what they're saying is the main part of the self-employment part for you. It's all your own. It's yours. And it's a very beautiful offer to the world, and will be a nice side gig, and you could probably work on it to make it full-time. And if you're already self-employed, it's not what you're doing now. It's something different. I believe it's spiritual. Okay. Well, Stacy, I hope you're feeling better. Let me get you a card. So you get problem resolved, Stacy, remote the Phoenix. So it looks like I did ask for what you're talking about here, that that you're having some health problems. They're saying problems resolved behind behind the scenes. Remember that everything we go through, we're going through it because there's a lesson to be learned. If you can find that lesson, what you're supposed to learn, what you're supposed to realize and implement a change, even if it's just like, okay, I see where this has been a problem, and now I resolve to find the answer to what to do about that, or to change, or to release that old feeling. It's usually about emotions and releasing old emotions, especially sickness in the body, and to be well. And they're saying it's already resolved. They just need you to come full circle for it. And then you can ask your guides for healing. Oh, it's your family emblem. That's so cool. Yeah. So you can ask your guides for a healing. You could seek spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is very, very powerful. Of course, that's what I do and what I teach others to do. So you could go to someone local. You could go to anyone that you feel called to, but maybe a series of 3 spiritual healing sessions, Reiki sessions, but I would say more than Reiki, something with shamanic healing, layered healing, past life healing, things like that would be really good for you. Okay, good. Good. I'll give you a little extra healing too, to help you find answers, they're saying. So, I just put your card back in the deck without thinking. They must have wanted someone else to get it. across from your phoenix. Okay, Allie. This one has a healing too. We're doing lots of healings right now, huh? Past life connection. Finley, the crystal diva. These are divas that are inside crystals. Do you have a crystal with a fairy inside? That's what a crystal diva is. I have one right here. There it is. Actually, I have two in this one. 2 crystal divas. Pretty cool, huh? It's my new toy. All right. So you have a past life coming up that is affecting your discernment. So things that it's very hard for you to discern, like something like, is this real? Is this not real? Is this good or is this bad? Is this something? It's like it causes confusion. And so I'm going to clear it. For time's sake, we won't ask what it is, but they are saying it's something related to Lemuria. All right, that should help you. That should help you. Drink lots of water if I give you guys a healing, because they can be stronger than you think. Okay, Juliet's next. You got set your sights higher. Lily, the seahorse. Where are you not honoring yourself enough? Where are you thinking? Specifically, I think they're talking about something that you offer to the world and your price that you set it at. So I think specifically they're saying, what you think people will pay is way below what you're worth, and it doesn't do you any favors to bring that price way down. Does that make sense? There's something here. So I feel that something about a price that you've set for something that you do is too low, and because of that, it's not bringing in as much business as it should be, because it's too low. So people don't think it's worth it, and you're worth so much more than that it's not vibrating at where you should be. So when you set your prices at a better price, listen to Spirit's telling you how much to do it for, and follow that guidance, you'll see a change. And then after that, you must accept that, you're worth it, that it's not too much, that's what you're worth, and that's what you're giving. Because when you are doing a healing or reading or whatever it is that you do for other people, and you're not charging what it's worth, then it becomes a chore and it's not fun anymore. And this goes to everybody. You ever do something for other people, a service to the world, and you're not charging, or you're not charging as enough, you suddenly feel like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. It feels hard. And then you raise your price and suddenly you love it again. It wasn't an even exchange. You know what I mean? So they're just kind of telling you, you need to go up. Oh, thank you. That's good. Hi, you'll have to put the facebook.com/StreamYard so I can see you, or put your name. Oh, hi, Lolita. Okay, Allison, courage. Matile, the griffin, comes forward to tell you that courage is needed in this stage that we're in, and in ascension right now. Courage is needed for you. Really talking about for you to bust through some of your own blocks and fears that you're facing right now. So your shadow work. Shadow work is so important. Of course, you guys know, if you've been watching me, that I always recommend that you read my shadow work blog post. It's very helpful, teaches you how to do shadow work without it taking over your life, so that you can have joy and work on your struggles, which is what we're supposed to learn about here. So they're just saying that have courage, face those things. Maybe with the shadow work blog post, I can help you do it in just a few minutes a day, or whenever it comes up. Instead of pushing it away, I'm going to think about it later. Just, this is what happened, and I'm dealing with it the best I can. I did the best I knew at the time. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Or I accept that I feel anxious about this, and that's okay. Like some of these really simple, those are 4 really simple ways to do it. And there's more. So really simple ways to just release and go on about your day without pushing things away is really going to make a huge up level for you and be a big difference. So I hope that is help. Is that true? Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you. Yeah. It's for everybody, it's a very common message. So No worries. Okay, Lolita. Hi, good morning. You got grounding with Sword Doll, the wood nymph, coming forward to say, the grounding that you're doing right now is not enough. You need to increase it. So, of course, you're my client and my friend. I know you very well. So either you're not doing it enough or there's just more that needs to be done. So they're showing me you making roots of light coming up from the base of your feet. Like this is for everybody, deep, deep into the ground. You want to plug into Gaia's new earth. Sure, but you're also in tag in my Lightworkers program, the monthly program, and you are connected to, if you've done the attunements for the last few months, you're connected to the 7D water grid down there and the 7D earth grid. So you need to also plug into the earth grid, the water grid, and then bring all that light from those grids and the ascension grid back up into your field. And then just kind of do it like at least twice more, like a circular, or actually it's more like this, like an 8 motion, where you're kind of doing that. You're grounding down, you're bringing up, you're grounding down, you're bringing up, you're grounding down, like just 2 or 3 times, and feel that in the morning when you wake up. And if you can, with your feet on the grass. If not, then, you know, as best as you can. Okay. And that will really help. Okay. Hi, Andrea. You are safe. Cal the Solar Fairy. So they kind of say there's something you're a little bit worried about. It might be finances, might be something else, but it's something where you feel a little unsteady in your safety. So safety is not always like someone's going to get me. It could be finances or home or job, or even like someone you care about. And so you just want to know that your spirit guides are saying you're safe. You're totally safe. We've got you, and you can have faith that it's going to work out, and release those feelings and try to come into a higher vibration. So you can, again, do shadow work on the fear, saying, you know what, I'm feeling afraid about this, and that's okay. Like, I'm human, and of course that's something fearful, but that hasn't happened yet. So there's no sense in worrying about the future. You know, kind of talk yourself down and try to come into a space of something that brings you joy. Okay. And trust in your guides that you are safe. Okay. You're so welcome. Hi, Jen. Okay. You got self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness, Milo, the crystal mermaid. These are beautiful Atlantean mermaids. They hold some of the most precious crystals of Atlantis that hold a lot of information. This is their job. And they did many rituals in Atlantis that were just part of just sacred rituals. So with self-forgiveness, it's all about, you know, where have you not forgiven yourself? To me, this looks like it's something a little bit deep that you haven't realized yet. So you want to ask your spirit guides, show me a sign where I haven't forgiven myself. Just show it to me so that I can heal that. And I did this session this week for a group of my my shamanic practitioners in my accelerated advanced channeling course. And this really came up hard, the self-forgiveness. And we took a moment to just ask spirit, and you guys can do this now, where you just like close your eyes and you ask spirit to just show you like a memory or somewhere where you need self-forgiveness. And it was amazing. Some of the things we saw for myself, I saw like, just saw myself as like 8 years old, and my little brother, and just my little brother was so sensitive, and just like where I had made him upset or something. And I felt bad about that. Like I guess it was kind of like happened many times. I don't know. It's just like where I hadn't forgiven myself for hurting my brother in these little tiny ways as kids do, you know? And it was like a huge thing. It seemed so little, you know, but to forgive myself for that. So, and then we saw other things, you know, where we were, where we had to like, I have to forgive myself for some things. I had to forgive, so, you know, so just ask to be reminded, and what it is that you need to forgive. And all of these things have such big up levels. They really help you raise your vibration. It may seem like such a small thing, and it only takes a minute, you know? So if you get a memory of something that you feel a little low about, then just sit in it for a second, forgive yourself, and you'll find some big help from that. Okay, I can see you guys. I can. I'm just talking so much. So, all right. Myra, you got yes. This is Philomelia the fairy. And basically, this is yes. You've been thinking about doing something. You've been wanting to do it. You've been afraid to say yes. The universe is screaming at you. Yes, yes, do this. It's coming to you for a reason. It's not, it's not showing up in your life for no reason at all. You're getting all kinds of signs from your spirit guides, so many signs. So say yes. Say yes to the universe. Say yes and take that adventure, take that risk. Taking a risk, it will bring you huge rewards. I talk about this in my group, in some of the lives. I do a live in my group after this. My group for healers and channels, which is which I don't have. It's my 5D Daily Facebook group for healers and channels at 5D Daily. I actually go live in there next. And I talk about this a lot. It's in the group guides even. I talked about it recently. And it's one of the most important things you can do. Yeah, it is so important. Hi, Tracy. You got gratitude. Barry the Wolf came forward for you. So these interesting beings are a type of giant. They kind of look like bears, or not too much like werewolves, but they're in charge of the elemental music. You ever heard elemental music? Little music playing from somewhere you can't figure out where. So Tracy, you get gratitude. They want you to just to take a moment to say, oh my gosh, I've come so far. And you have. You're in my accelerated channeling course program, and you have come so far so quickly in just the 9 weeks that we've been working, and you have really come a long way, great strides, and they just want you to take a moment to have so much gratitude and thanks for that, and really mostly to just recognize it. I'm doing great. I'm doing so great. And of course, is a law of attraction that brings more growth and more things to be grateful for to you. And I met your sister, by the way. She's very cool. Hi, Joanne. You got adventure. Kaki, the amethyst fairy, comes forth to tell you that it's time for adventure. Now, what's really coming to me right now is like this the feeling of this butterfly. Like I almost feel it on my arm. It's gonna go. It's just about to go off and just experience and go. And this is for you. I don't know if it's a physical trip. It's not, but it's like you are embarking on a great adventure. And perhaps it's one of those times where it feels like something super hard that you have to do. But if you can reframe it in your mind, it's a great adventure. It's a mystery you'll see through. It's a way to figure out how to work with the universe to get any result that you want out of any kind of anything that comes your way. Yeah, so just take that adventure and go, and great things happening. So it could look more, you never know how that's going to look. But if you keep an adventurous spirit, it's a big difference. Hi, Mandy. I can see you now. All right. So you got call for clearing. Tatula, the Diamond Light Dragon, is Diamond Light Dragons of Archangel Gabriel calling to tell you that you need a spiritual clearing. So you may have something in your auric field that's bringing you down. You might be hearing some voices or something or you might be acting in a way that doesn't feel right, might not be feeling like yourself. So if you do, then it's a call for a clearing, maybe a Reiki healing or some sort of healing to clear your chakras, clear your auric field, and it's going to make you feel a lot better, a lot quicker. So definitely do that very soon, and I think you'll find your everything just feel like it comes into the right place. Everything feels good. I absolutely suggest that everyone get a healing and clearing at least once a month, depending how, especially if you're doing spiritual work, if you're helping others, if you're holding space for others, especially, you'll need even more than that. So it's not something to do when it's an emergency, but something to do as upkeep, Oh, thank you, Judy. You got listen. This is Mudu, the tall elf. And this is kind of the clairaudience cards coming to you to say that, listen, they're telling you many, many things. Your spirit guides, your helpers, fairies, especially all kinds of little fairies around your temple. I see them like all around near your ears, whispering things in your ears, telling you things. Of course, fairies are from the light. There's no more unsealing anything. Pretending to be dark Fae is not Fae at all, but a shape-shifting, low vibrational thing. And so Fae themselves are very high vibrational now. And so they just told me I needed to say that for someone who's here, not you, Judy. So just know that they're talking to you and they're giving you lots of advice. And so if you're, you can ask for help from the Fae, ask them to help you. And then remember that the Fae are not angels, they're fifth dimensional, and you will need to give them a little gift. So you'll want to find a nice little space that you feels like your fairy space, like a tree in the yard, fairy circle, or a little plant inside or somewhere special, and do maybe a tiny piece of a crystal or chocolate or a little thimble or bottle cap of booze they like, or soda. Sometimes give them like grape soda or something, and leave them out a little thank you. Give them some gratitude. It's really not about them needing a present from you, but needing that you are grateful and you acknowledge them. They really want that acknowledgement. I feel that really deeply, that could be a big thing for you to really deepen your connection with the Fae. And if anyone wants help with that, of course, that is something that I do. And I have a program for it as well as my tag Lightworkers. So membership. Okay, who haven't I read? Cindy, your turn. Ooh, you got look, it's the same as the top of the deck. See? Well, I can't. I'm backwards. Yeah. It's the same. See? You got alchemy and magic. Selene, the unicorn. So much magic is happening around you. In fact, what they show me is you can already see magic happening to everyone around you, but you may not be seeing it for yourself yet. So you might be looking around saying, wow, wonderful things are happening to lots of people I love, and wanting a little of that magic for yourself. They say all of that magic that's happening to other people is actually coming from the magic that you're imbued in. And so you can claim that magic for yourself now. I claim that magic is mine. And I am now bringing in beautiful healing and magic and alchemy in my own life. You claim it and it is yours. That's a very strong message. As a channel, when I get a very strong message, I get a particular feeling, and I get that is a very, very strong and true message for you. So I hope that, I hope that really anchors in that magic for you. Yes, keep commenting so that I can choose you. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, I think we'll have 2 Christines in a row. But hold on. If my husband's still here, I need some water. Do you know that as a channel, I need to drink so much water? And I get very thirsty, especially talking so much. But it's like, if I don't have enough water, my guides will stop me and say, get some water. So see if I can get my husband's attention to bring me a glass. He's home today. Okay. All right. So Christine, and then this person who says, I've had a tough last couple of months with no signs of improvement. I would love to give you a card, but you need to tell me who you are. You'll have to click the link that I just showed. It's facebook.com/StreamYard. That's very important. Okay, Christine, you got finish. Marymount the elf wants you to know that you have an important thing to do. And though you've hit a hard spot and you're having a hard time finishing it, he's showing me this specifically. He's fixing Merlin's staff, But you see this part right here? They're showing you that's where you are. You've come this far, and here's the hard part. And all you have to do is get past that hard part and you'll be done. You'll be finished. And the one way that they would like you to do it is to just try different techniques, like release, like I release it, I give it to spirit to take, I give it to my spirit guides, take, or give it to my angels. Like, let's say you're writing a book. I give my book to the angels to clear and to tell me what to do next. I surrender is really what you have to do, is surrender a little bit. If you're stuck, yeah, Merlin, you just surrender it and then let them come back with the answer. So it's like you're holding on too tight. Like, I've got to figure this out. And they're just like, no, just let it go. And like, don't think about it a little bit. Just like really have that feeling of surrender. So maybe surrender it to Merlin. And let it just go. And then that will, are you on here twice? this is what I'm talking to. Your name is very similar. And just let it go. And they will give you the answer. Okay. Oh, you're getting Merlin, huh, Christine? Great. Terrific. Okay. And then this, Christine, I want to give you a card. Release and go. Yeshua, the polar bear. Another card about release. Talking about, this is another Polaris being. Polar bears are actually elementals that we can see, like whales and seahorses, things like that. Okay, so release and go. Okay. They're saying that it's been a long time that you've held on to this grief, and they want you to release that grief. It's keeping you stuck, and it's time to just let it go. Doesn't mean that the feelings aren't true and real, but holding on to grief so tightly is causing a lot of pain for you. So though it may be a past loved one, I'll just use that as an example. If that's it, then it doesn't mean you don't love that person, but it's just time to like accept that they're in a good place, and or whatever it is. It might not be a grief for a past person. It could be grief for something that's happened, like something in the past, or like a little bit of self-blame or something like that. It's just time to release something about that, and that's going to feel so light in your heart. Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be a big change for you. And it may be something that it's not like you feel it every day. It might not be, all prevalent, but it's still like, I just feel it in your heart. Okay. So it's just time to like move past that. Sometimes with the law of attraction, which these cards are all about, and the Fae are all about, it's like, when let's say we want something, it's always like if we're always thinking about that thing, we want that dream house, and it's like with longing, oh, I just want that dream house, that always puts it in the future, right? And it's always tomorrow's always a day away, right? It's always in the future. But if you claim it, it's yours now, then it's here. And it's something kind of the opposite of going in the past, of that grief, holding on to that grief. It's holding on to the past a little bit. So just like accepting everything happens for a reason. You are here because of all the choices you've ever made. And we learn from mistakes here on earth. That is like everybody's experience, and just, come into that. It's going to be so much lightness in your heart is what I get. Yes, I'm going to do all the Christines at once. That's what Spirit says. With Davies and Davis. Okay, so you got healer, the tree spirit coming forward, always to tell you, can you see her? What a healer you are. How the magic of the Fae are with you. How you carry the Fae's magic. How you have so much ability to do this. If you aren't doing it now, I can surely show you how to do it if you don't know how, but the Fae want you to bring their magic forward. It's very important for you. It's very important work that you've already agreed to do. So maybe you're doing it already and you don't realize, or maybe you feel it, but you don't know how to express it. I could help you with that easily if you want. But there's just something about how the Fae are so ready for you to do more of it. So maybe you're already doing it, but you just needed that confirmation and you just need to do more of it. Okay. Yeah, they really love you. Hi, Emily. Oh, okay. Well, you got flow, earthly, the love, a mermaid. Flow is all about what's moving in your life and what's not. Flow is related to like being in the zone or feeling like things are easy or good. And it looks like from your comment that you're not feeling the flow. That flow is difficult and hard for you right now. And so they want you to look at what is flowing. So what they show me is this. You see this, the lava? Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. You see this lava, how it's like narrow and then it gets fat? They say that you're right here where it's really narrow. And the only way to get to the flow going really fat like this, where there's lots of flow in your life, is to find that flow. So your spirit guides will, and your guardian angel will back you into a corner if you're really resistant, if you're not taking, like they give you lots of ways to follow the guidance. And if you don't, then they make it harder and harder. So what's happening is you've gotten to a place where they're making it hard. There's only one path to go on. And when you see what is moving well and you just commit yourself to that flow, then you will come through the narrow into the wide, and then lots will be flowing through you. You're in the hard part. Instead of looking at what's not working, creates more that's not working, more struggle and trauma by focusing on the struggle and trauma. Now, that doesn't mean that you ignore it. This is not spiritual bypassing. You want to also do shadow work. You want to write this down. It's my website. It's a free blog post on shadow work and how to do it. Very, very important. But you want to get to that big flow by finding what's good. So focusing on what's good, focusing on what's working to get you through this hard part. Your spirit guides are like making you make a choice that's hard for you. And when you get through it, you'll say, that is the best thing that ever happened to me. That was the best choice I ever made. It was the hardest choice I ever made, but it was the best choice. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Oh, Merlin is your gatekeeper. Well, you sound like a healer. I hope you're in my group, 5D Daily, where I'll be live next talking about ascension. That's my topic for the week, because this week in my podcast, I talked to Dr. Kate Flynn and we talked about blocks to intuition and blocks to ascension. It was really fun. You can find my podcast anywhere. You can even find it on my website and play it straight from there if you want. Okay. You don't know your guides' names. You don't have to know. You can, however, learn who they are by either joining my group if you're a channel or healer, or you can just, on my website, Sound Waves Heal, there's a free spirit guide package. And that free spirit guide package teaches you about your spirit guides, 30-minute little video. And then there is there's at least one, if not two, there's a couple of meditations from my Tag Lightworkers group, but one is to meet your joy guide. And one is to attune to unicorns with Metatron, Archangel Metatron. One is to meet your fairy guide, a galactical fairy guide. And then another one is to travel to Avalon. So I think, and this is the exact address that you can get it, but it should pop up, or you can find it in one of the menu tabs, like under programs, or I don't remember what it's called because I have someone do my website, but but I think that's how you could find your guides' names. Oh, your gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are really important. I teach a lot about that in my channeling course. All right, Edwina, you're next. Trust and patience. Fondly the Servitor. This is one of my favorite cards. Isn't she cute? She's the cutest thing. And I love little fairies. When I described this to my artist and she came back with this card, I was like the happiest person on earth. So Edwina, they're saying, you're so close. You're so close. You're so close to your goal. You're really close. And they're like, just trust and have patience. I don't know if this is what you're doing, but they kind of show me like, well, they kind of show me weight loss, like where you're like, you have this goal and you're like, you've done it. You're like, but you're like, you know what? I said I was going to be five more pounds and get there. Like, that's just going to feel so good. They want you to just trust that where you are is like amazing already. I don't know if it's actually weight loss. That's just what they're showing me as an example. But like, you just have a little bit more to go to whatever it is you're trying to manifest, and just have patience and trust. Patience in yourself, trust in your guides. Like you're getting there. It's like that last part. It's just like that last 5 pounds, they're saying. So whatever it is you're trying to bring, it's really good. It's coming for you. Hi, Paul. You got reevaluate. Gimsis the garden gnome. And Gimsis, oh, let's see. Wait, what? Health issues, MRI scan. Okay, well, you're so close to finding out and improving your health then. Is that what they're saying? Finding out the issue, knowing, it's like, I hear knowing is half the battle. So like understanding what can be done. And then of course you can look for the emotional root to all health problems. Has an emotional root, some spiritual healing, Reiki healing, shamanic healing, definitely, and psychic surgery. All that stuff is a miracle in health problems. I see it all the time because I do it all the time and I teach people how to do it. All right. So Paul, you got reevaluate. Nice. I like your inner peace picture. Okay. So reevaluate. Where have you made a bargain that's no longer serving you? They want me to say the word bargain. Made a bargain with someone and it's no longer serving you. And it's time to reevaluate that bargain. Okay, I'll just making sure. This is with an actual person. Okay, so yes. Okay, so you need to reevaluate where this bargain or this thing that you said you would do or this exchange. It's like either the other person isn't pulling their weight or something about it's just like, why am I still doing this? It could be like a client that you've had for a long time and you've like totally. It's an old client with your old stuff. And now you're doing something totally different. You charge more, you charge different than this old client. It's been your client for a long time. And you're like, it could be something like that, like something that people pay you for. Doesn't have to be like a verbal agreement, but there's something where it's just not serving you anymore. And it's time for you to be like, let's reevaluate. I need to rethink this. This is not working for me anymore. You know what to say. They say you're smart. You're a smart guy. Psychic surgery is the coolest, Beth. It's so cool. I teach it in my Reiki 2 course, my psychic healing Reiki. Psychic surgery is amazing. I see incredible things. I have a friend today who said she did it on her client, and now her client is showing in the mammogram that she has no breast cancer anymore. I've also had that experience with clients. Now, I'm not saying I'm powerful. I am a channel, and I channel from the highest vibrational beings. I channel extraordinary healing from extraordinary beings. And that's what I teach as a shamanic channel, because we are just humans, but we can be channels. We're here to be channels, and we're here to hear and know and talk to our spirit guides. And so it's really important that we do. It's a very important part of ascension. In fact, I'd say it's a must in ascension. Everyone here is a healer and a channel, or you can be, or you're being called to be in some way. I mean, you're watching this. If you've been watching me a lot, then I'd say you're definitely called, because that's what I do. So yeah, psychic surgery is cool. We do it with Reiki, and we can do it distance, and it's really neat. Thank you for coming. Okay. All right, Shield Nova, sure. And you got specialist support. So this is one of the ones that I was talking about in the beginning when I was explaining my cards. And so you'll get a healing with yours. So hold on a second. Specialist support coming forward for you can be many things. Gremlins help with all kinds of electronic things and garden things. Yes, but For you, this is coming up for health as well. So we had a lot of people on the call today for health issues. And the specialist support is saying that you need a specialist to help you with your health issues. So a doctor, you need to go see a doctor. They kind of say like you kind of put that off, and I don't blame you. The way healthcare is today and everywhere, there's always some problem, right? But you need to check it out, because knowing is important. And of course, I always suggest, like I was just talking about, especially to Beth, like the spiritual healing can do wonders as well. But like to know what you're dealing with is very important. So if you're having some sort of health problem, they're asking you to go check it out. Now, since you got this, you will get a healing. So they're asking me to give you a healing for showing you what it is. See the yellow lights, or like they want me to illuminate what I'm talking about to you. All right, so I'm a channel, and that was the healing from Jabaksh. Who knew that gremlins had such pretty melodies? Thank you so much. You should click the link so I know who you are. Facebook.com// Yes, Beth, you're next. /StreamYard. Judy says, I love your spirit guide bundle. It's been helping me. I feel more of a connection to my unicorn guide and the Fae and the elementals. Maybe that's why I got the message that fairies are all around me. Oh, I'm so happy. That's so great. All right, Beth, you're next. They weren't ready yet to give you, this was your card, so you had to wait. Compassion. This is Latherli, the tree spirit. See that guy? Tree spirits are so amazing. I have learned a lot about them. We had a month about tree spirits in Tag Lightworkers. It's one of my favorite programs in there. And the more I learn about them, the more I just think they're so just amazing. They are giants. They seeded the world. They're almost like the galactic founders of worlds. They are just more than just a tree. We take them for granted because they're everywhere, but they are probably the most powerful beings on our planet. Anyway, you got Latherli, compassion. What they're saying is something I've been getting a lot in a lot of sessions, and a lot of is speaking with others. And that is that, when you can see through the veil, when your third eye's open, when you can see what's happening now in this world, then it becomes hard to see how others don't see it, or how others refuse to see it, or how others don't. However, that is what they've chosen. There are many people here to be the opposition. This is a world of division. That's the fourth dimension, the division, which we're trying to get through. We're trying to stay in love and get through it. And the division is trick. And so we have to remember that without the people to be the other side of the divide, there is no division. And the fourth dimensional division is something we do have to get through. So the compassion is just to remember that we just need to give them grace. There's going to be some people who are always going to be stuck on that other side, that you versus me, my political side, you're wrong. I'm doing the right thing and you're doing the wrong thing. And that's not for us. We're taking the higher timeline. We're taking the ascension timeline. That's what I'm talking about next to my group in 5 minutes. We're taking that higher timeline. And so we need to. Okay, so it's not a judgment to you, because we're all having to watch that so much. And just, give grace to others. Yeah. Looks like Emily Baker's coming on at 6 p.m. No idea what time that is. I think I'm at 4, right? I'm at 11 at my time. Okay, I'm out of time. Sorry, Max, or anyone else I didn't get to. But however, I'm going to do a group card for everyone and a healing. Okay. Let's see. Group card and healing. Here we go. And I would love it if you guys, there's a QR code to make it really easy. Go to my website and support me with my cards. I'd appreciate it. I still haven't hit the mark where I've made a profit yet. And believe me, these cards do so much. They're very, very helpful. Okay. Cards are expensive, yo. All right, for everyone, I got Witness the Miracle. This is such a beautiful card. These are the guardian gnomes that you'll find them in sacred spaces, ley lines, things like that. Balthazar is saying that a miracle's happening. A miracle's happening for you. And so it's time to just claim it. Claim this miracle for yourself and witness it. Like I said before, when we think of things happening in the future, then it's just like that Annie song, tomorrow, tomorrow. You know, you're always a day away, then that's always in the future. So claim it for now. And the trick I like to do is like, it's here. I feel the feeling of what it would be like. It's here. I just don't see it yet. And I just can't wait for the universe to show me where it's at. And if you ask a question to the universe, then that is really so powerful. There's a million reasons why. I don't have time to get into it, but ask the question, what is the universe going to show me today? What's the miracle the universe is going to show me today? I can't wait to see. I'm challenging you, universe, to be very playful. Where's my miracle? I can't wait to see my miracle today. And you know what? I can't wait to see my miracle today. Can you wait to see your miracle today? Here's a healing for that to help you find and witness your miracle. So that was Balthazar I just brought through. If you'd like to learn how to work in higher dimensional realms by bringing through beings of the light for channeling and healing, I would love to help you. That is what I do. And you can find me at Soundwaves Heal. And you can find me if you're a channel, a healer, or you want to be, if that's your, feel like that might be your calling, you want to learn more about it, check out my podcast and check out my Facebook group for healers and channels. Okay. Thank you all so much. I'll see you next week. We'll go through the next 2 cards of the deck. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on. All right. Bye.